Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for being here today. Today's video is going to be a book shop with me video. The day has finally come. It is October now and I'm really excited. I asked for some recommendations in my September wrap up for like spooky books or horror books or more like October-y feeling books, and I got some great recommendations. So the plan for this video is I'm heading into Recycle Books in Campbell, California, and I'm gonna sell back some books that I have. At Recycle Books, you can either sell them and just get cash, or you can sell books and get store credit, where you can buy used books with your store credit. And so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sell these books for store credit and see how many books I can find. And then I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble and try to find any new releases or newer books that I couldn't find at Recycle Books. So I have a stack of books right here, and I'm gonna go through them and show you what I'm gonna unhaul. But first, I'm gonna hand you off to Sponsorship Noelle. Hi everyone, sorry to interrupt, but I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Athena Club, which is this really awesome brand that delivers self-care items to your front door, which is great. They sent me this really cool care package, so while I unbox the package and show you what I got in this box, I'm going to tell you more about what Athena Club is. So as I mentioned, Athena Club is a personal care brand that delivers high-quality essentials at an affordable price right to your door. They're already known for their razors, but what a lot of people don't know is that they also offer a plethora of other products within the self-care sphere, but they are really known for their razor kits that you can get for $9. So when it comes to picking one of the razor sets, you can go to athenaclub.com and you can check out the Pick My Plan mini quiz, which helps you choose a color, which I went with this really cool coral color and I love it. I think it's awesome. The other thing that I love about this is, first of all, it's magnetized, which is just awesome because it helps with the protection of your blades, right? But honestly, what I love the most is that it has these beads on the top and bottom that are water activated, and they have like shea butter in them, and it hydrates your shave because I'm gonna be honest, this is a true story. I greatly suffer from razor burn, and I didn't think it was that bad until a couple weeks ago. I was out with my family and two different family members at different times in the day asked me what the red bumps were on my legs. And I was like, it's razor burn, obviously. Why are you even asking me that? Now you're just embarrassing both of us because you should know what this is. And so this has been a lifesaver, as well as the cloud foam. Oh my God, it's just so fun. The cloud foam smells amazing to me, but it also inflates super big. So it really does look like a cloud when you're shaving your legs. Anyway, if you'd like to try any of the products I showed or try and order your own razor kit, you can do so with the code NOELLG to save 20% off your first order from Athena Club. So thank you so much to Athena Club for sponsoring today's video. And now let's get back into the book shopping. Okay, everyone, so some books that I'm unhauling today. We have Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. Read it a few years ago. I'm never gonna reread it. One by One by Ruth Ware. I remember the ending being very thrilling and very fast-paced, but I'm just not gonna reread it. We have this one actually right behind you, which I've had, I feel like, for like 6 years, and I haven't read it yet, and I just know I'm not gonna read it, and I just have it on my shelf to just have it on my shelf. And I've just decided that someone else will read this and enjoy it, and it can't keep collecting dust on mine. So there we go. Next, we have The Girl on the Train, also by Paula Hawkins. I really enjoyed the book when I first read it. I really don't like the movie, and I've seen it more than once. I don't know why I keep watching it. I didn't love the movie, but this is just one where I'm not gonna reread it, and if I do, it's gonna be on audiobook. So there we go. Next up, we have another Ruth Ware, The Turn of the Key. This one, I remember thinking was fun. Again, don't need to reread it. I think the twist was cool, so the fact that I know the twist, I'm not gonna reread it. All right, also unhauling Every Value Break. I read this back in February for Gabby Reed's book club, and I think her and I both said it was like fun and we read it fast, but we didn't like it very much. And that the ending was pretty obvious. So Skateboarder, there he goes. I figured it out so fast, and it doesn't need to be reread. All right, next I'll be unhauling The Silent Patient and The Maidens, both by the same author. I liked both of these books. I liked The Maidens a little bit more. And also, I liked the audiobook for this one. So I feel like if I'm ever going to reread these, the audiobook will do just fine. Okay, and then I'll just show you the final two. We have The Echo Wife, which I read for Chanel's book club. This was a cool sci-fi that dealt with like infidelity and a crime and trying to cover up a crime. And I thought it was really cool, but I won't be rereading it, so there's that. And then Lock Every Door. I think this is the best Riley Sager I've read. I haven't really liked a lot of Riley Sager's books, just because I feel like they follow a very specific pattern. And so I'm able to guess what's going on right away after I've read so many of them. So even though I liked this one, again, I know how it ends. Don't need to reread it. And there we go. So I'm gonna go unhaul these. I'm gonna see how much I get for them, and then I'm gonna go book shopping. Very exciting. I probably won't be talking in the bookstore. I'm just gonna get footage in the bookstore because I'm gonna be wearing a face mask, and it's like a library and recycle books. Everyone is so quiet in there. So I'm just gonna go and shop around and get some B-roll, and then we'll go to Barnes & Noble. And then at the end of the video, I'll do a big book haul. And yeah, so I'm gonna go unhaul these. I'll let you know how much store credit I got for them and how many books they took. Hopefully they take all of them, because I feel like these are pretty big thrillers, like pretty popular. So hopefully they take them. And I will talk to you all soon. If I look sweaty, that's because I am. Friends and family, I got quite the haul. I mean, I got 5 books at Recycle Books, and I'm not gonna show them to you yet, because it's a surprise, my friends. But I picked up 5 books. Only 2 of them were used. I wasn't finding the used books I wanted, but I did find 2 that were great. One is actually has Halloween in the name, so feeling great about that. But look, 5 books for the first time. And so I traded in my books. They took almost all of them, but not all of them. They passed on right behind you, The Girl on the Train, and oh wow, Into the Water. I guess they don't want Paula Hawkins. My bad. Anyway, they passed on 3 books, and they were like, you can either have 40 bucks, just take it, the money, or you can do 65 in trade-in. Clearly, I said trade-in, but then I couldn't find that many used books, and so let's see. For all 5 of these books, where's my receipt? It was $21. 5 books for $21. Not bad, my friends. But I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble's now, which is where The Ex-Hex resides, which is the book I really, really want today. So I'm gonna go find it. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna spoil one of the books I got, okay? I just have to show you. So I mentioned in my September wrap-up that I read Carmilla, but I actually listened to it as an audiobook. And after I finished, I was like, you know, it'd be fun to maybe own that book one day. And then I saw this edition, which is just in itself cool. The editor, Carmen Maria Machado. who I mentioned is a new favorite author of mine in my last video. She is the editor. Oh my God, let me show you. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Hold on, I saw one that was so good. So it's like illustrated. Oh my God, look at this one. Very cool, but there's actually one that I was like, oh shit. There it is. Look at that. Oh my God, what an amazing photo. Or drawing? Illustration. I'm not gonna spoil anything, my friends, but it's pretty cool. It's just so good. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll show you the rest when we get back home. All right, so now I'm gonna head to Barnes & Noble's, but also look at these amazing spider earrings. Are you seeing them? They dangle at a far away glance. You're like, oh, she's just wearing like little hanging glitz. No, they're spiders, and I'll leave a link to the shop down below. I got them on Etsy. This is my second pair by this creator, jeweler, that's the word, and I love their work. So anyway, I got spiders in my ears, I'm wearing Freddy Krueger, I'm feeling great, and I'm so excited for Barnes & Noble! So here we go, my friends. Let's go now. Let's get the AC on stat. Hello everyone, I'm back from book shopping and it went so well. I found so many books that I'm so excited about, and I'm gonna show you all the books. So it's like this is the book haul section of the book shopping trip, but I'm also gonna do a separate October TBR. I had asked about this in my September wrap up and I saw votes for each one, but I saw more votes for splitting this video into two. So like having a bookshop and book haul video and then having an October TBR. And I think that works better too because there are a few books that I already own that I want to read in October. Like this is my like thriller shelf. And there are a few on here that I've never read that I really want to read. And so those will be in the October TBR, you know? So anyway, let's get into the haul section of this video. We're gonna start with Carmilla. I already showed it to you, but this is one that I picked up. Super short. It is a novella, but it is what came before Dracula. It was one of the texts that inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula. So, and the fact that Carmen Maria Machado is the editor of this book is just incredible. It comes with these really great illustrations. It's just a prize. And also all the bats on the front, I mean, tag yourself. Which bat would you be? I'm feeling... You know what? I'm gonna be honest, this one. That one, because it looks like Parker, and I love it. So that's the first book I picked up. Next up, I got a used copy of Bird Box. I've been wanting to read this since the movie came out. I feel like you either hate that movie or you love that movie. I love that movie, and one of my really good friends, Jess, is reading it in October, and when I saw it on her TBR, I was like, can we please read it together? So we will be reading this together, and I'm really excited. It's really short, and again, I really like the movie, so there we go. Next up, I think I already showed you a clip of this book, but I was able to find the X Hex. This is one that I saw was coming out in 2021, and I was like, oh, cute, and then I completely forgot, and I had a few people in my September wrap-up remind me, so thank you to anyone that left a comment about this one. I am so excited. So excited to read it. I mean, here's just the one sentence. Never mix vodka and witchcraft. I'm in it. I hate vodka, but I'm gonna read this. And it just looks so cute, right? It just totally gives you that October, but romance. And I didn't know that's what I was looking for, but it's like exactly what I could have wanted, you know? So very excited. Next up, I picked up an Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie, I have seen this many times before, but I've heard that her novels have sold more than the Bible has sold. And I don't think that's a hyperbole. I think that's a genuine fact about Agatha Christie. And so I really wanted to pick one up of hers. And then I found this one and it just was so perfect. And it's Halloween Party. Are you kidding? Have you seen a more October book? Agatha Christie and pumpkins. I mean, it's gonna be great. It says, at a Halloween party, Joyce, a hostile 13-year-old, boasts that she once witnessed a murder. When no one believes her, she storms off home. But within hours, her body is found, still in the house, drowned in an apple bobbing tub. Sounds great to me. They had a really, really old used copy, but it had it had someone's real face on it. And I was like, as cool as this used copy is, the one with the pumpkins is way better. So this is a used copy, by the way. But anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you that little tidbit. All right, next up, we have a book that I saw over the last couple months. And every time I saw it, I was like, you need to read that. And then every time I saw it, I'd go, but you should wait until October. So I finally picked it up, and that is The Final Girl Support Group. I have seen this book everywhere, and I have intentionally not read reviews or watched reviews on it because I don't want any impression on this book before I read it. I mean, if you want to tell me that you liked it or didn't like it in the comments, that's totally fine. But I didn't want to read or watch formal reviews of it, just someone talking about it, because I really want to just experience it for myself. And I think it looks cool. I hope I like it more than Final Girls by Riley Sager, which I don't know if will be very hard, but I'm really excited for this one. I'm gonna read the synopsis. A fast-paced, thrilling horror novel that follows a group of heroines to die for from the brilliant New York Times bestselling author of the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Damn it! I meant to buy that one! Damn it! Oh, shit. I totally meant to find that one while I was out. Okay. In horror movies, the final girl is the one who's left standing when the credits roll, the one who fought back, defeated the killer, and avenged her friends, the one who emerges bloodied but victorious. But after the sirens fade and the audience moves on, what happens to her? Lynette Tarkenton, what a name, is a real-life final girl who survived a massacre 22 years ago, and it has defined every day of her life since. And she's not alone. For more than a decade, she's been meeting with 5 other actual final girls and their therapist and a support group for those who survived the unthinkable, putting their lives back together piece by piece. That is until one of the women misses a meeting and Lynette's worst fears are realized. Someone knows about the group and is determined to take their lives apart again, piece by piece. Sounds good. Definitely sounds like Final Girls by Riley Sager. But it sounds good, and the cover is just incredible. Me and the person working at the bookstore bonded over it, so I think that means it's gonna be good. All right, the next book is a book that I've heard some really, really excellent things about, and that is The Only Good Indians. It says, a tale of revenge, cultural identity, and the cost of breaking from tradition in the latest novel from the Jordan Peele of horror literature, Stephen Graham Jones. Holy shit. Seamlessly blending classic horror and a dramatic narrative with sharp social commentary, The Only Good Indians follows 4 American Indian men after a disturbing event from their youth puts them in a desperate struggle for their lives. Tracked by an entity bent on revenge, these childhood friends are helpless as the culture and traditions they left behind catch up to them in a violent, vengeful way. Holy shit, this is gonna be good! I can't wait! It's gonna be good! Wow. Okay, can't wait. It says gritty and gorgeous. Love that. All right, this next one is one that came out last October. Again, another one that I've had my eye on, and then this one was so popular last year that I couldn't find a copy of it anywhere. And I've heard mixed things about it. I hear that people think the cover's actually better than the book inside. So anyway, that is My Best Friend's Exorcism. This is one of the coolest book covers I've ever seen in my life. Looks like an old VHS tape. Just looks awesome. I love the kind of like neon blues and pinks. Oh, it just looks so cool. This book packs all the magic of a summer horror flick, and then it actually like looks like a movie on the back, you know? Is their friendship powerful enough to beat the devil? Oh my God. Wow. I mean, it sounds awesome. Very exciting. And again, I love this cover so much. And I hope I'm one of the people that love it, because I have heard some good, some bad about this one. So there we go. This next book is a book that I am so intrigued by, but was so resistant to because of how odd it sounds to me. And that is Horror Store. This is a book. Now, the reason why I say I'm resistant is because it does not look or feel like a real horror novel. So my understanding is that it's kind of IKEA-esque, where there's like an IKEA type building out in the world or franchise, and at night some pretty sinister things have started to happen. So on the front it kind of looks normal, but then on the back you can see like bloody hands trying to escape. And I think that in itself sounds cool, but then when you open it, it looks like an instruction manual. So it actually looks like how IKEA manuals look. So it is so like, even look at this. That is IKEA. I'm confused. I don't know. It's like, it scares me, and I think it's scaring me in the right way, but I don't know. It's just, you know what I mean though? Like, even this book, My Best Friend's Exorcism, like, as cool as this cover is, since it looks like a movie, I'm like, is this trying to be a movie? You know? And when I look at this, even though it is a book, like you can see, it's a book, it looks like an instruction manual. So I'm, whoa, this is an interesting page. So I'm hesitant, but I'm excited. You know what I mean? If you've read it, please let me know what you thought. Okay, so this is one of the books that's not Halloween or October themed at all, but I was intrigued for like the last year. And one of my really good friends loves this book, and I hear it has a sad ending, and I love sad endings. So anyway, it's In 5 Years. Not at all. It's not at all on themed with this book haul, but it says, Dani Cohen lives her life by the numbers. She's nothing like her lifelong best friend, the wild, whimsical, believes in fate Bella. Dani's meticulous planning seems to have paid off after she nails the most important job interview of her career and accepts her boyfriend's marriage proposal in one fell swoop, falling asleep completely content. But when she awakes, she's suddenly in a different apartment with a different ring on her finger and beside a very different man. Dani spends exactly 1 hour, 5 years in the future before she wakes again in her own home on the brink of midnight, and it is 1 hour she cannot shake. Holy shit, that sounds good. Okay, this whole time I didn't realize that. I kind of knew it had something to do with like kind of future stuff, but I didn't realize that it was like that. And here's what's so incredible is that something I think about all the time. Like, where will you be in 5 years? But particularly what my past brain would think of where I am and now. You know what I mean? It's something I think about almost every day. And it's not just like with people I know, it's even like famous actors and actresses where I'm like, what? Like, I think of like Florence Pugh, and I think like 5 years ago, she was not this like mega star that she is now. What if she could have a glimpse at what her life would look like in 5 years ago? Anyway, Bit of a tangent. Anyway, I think I'm gonna like this. I've seen a lot of people love it, and I've seen other people hate it. So I'm excited to get to it. And you know what? I think I might save this for like December, but we'll see. I'm excited about it. All right, the last book that I picked up today is a book that I was not expecting to grab. It's a book that I had not heard of it up until this point, and that is Chasing the Boogeyman. Actually, maybe I've heard of it and I just forgot that I've heard about it, but it immediately caught my attention because it says Boogeyman on the cover, and I was intrigued by that alone. It says, in the summer of 19, there's a moth. Oh my God. Oh, it's gone now, but holy shit, that was scary. Okay. Anyway, it says, in the summer of 1988, the mutilated bodies of several missing girls begin to turn up in a small Maryland town. The grisly evidence leads police to the terrifying assumption that a serial killer is on the loose in the quiet suburb, and soon a rumor begins to spread that the evil stalking local teens is not entirely human. Holy shit. But law enforcement and members of the FBI are certain the killer is a living, breathing madman, and that he's playing games with them. For a once peaceful community trapped in the depths of paranoia and suspicion, it feels like a nightmare that will never end. So, I mean, if that doesn't sound cool to you, then that's fine. I mean, it's fine if that doesn't sound cool to you, but I think it sounds very fascinating and interesting and spooky and Halloweeny. So, Halloweeny. Interesting word usage there, but in any case, those are the books that I picked up this fine day. Thank you again to Athena for sponsoring this video, and I hope you all had fun, and I hope to see you in the next one.